No question.
615-737-1025. Lorenzo wants to weigh in on Todd Downing. Lorenzo, welcome in.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to portray this like it's a movie called Todd Downing, the greatest game he's ever coached. And think of it from a script. And I'm saying this based on probably what happened last night.
Mm-hmm.
They were probably on the plane from Green Bay saying, Todd Downing, yeah, you're here, bro, you here. Chug, drink it up, right? And so he probably was feeling the best he's ever felt. So then he gets into the car, probably leaving last night, feeling redeemed, right? Sometimes the best place to be is in your car, right? So he's probably driving like, yeah, they thought I was weak, but I'm here. Some people think I'm a future head coach. I'm here. I know what I'm doing. And so probably what happened, and again, DUI is no joke. Don't get me wrong. But just like a bad relationship, sometimes you look for an out. And I think, what's hurt Todd Downing, I think he should be suspended. But I think that thin line for him, and maybe as far as losing his job, because at the end of the day, we are 32 in the league in offense, right? All jobs have performance metrics, and he's not performing at his job. So they'll probably suspend him. But I think that line between him staying at his job and getting fired, that line has been cut a bit. You know what I mean? They sort of have given him that. So do you all feel that? Do you all feel that he's put himself in a worse position now than he did previous?
Thank you, Lorenzo. I appreciate it. He has a point. He does have a point in regards to, it's just like anything. If you've consistently like kind of bent the rules and say if you're on a team and you're constantly late, you're a good player, but you're constantly late, and your players up and down, but you're constantly late. You're doing all these things that you shouldn't be doing, and then on top of that, you get in trouble. What happens?
It's a lot easier for you for them to say,
it's a lot easier
he's
for
just not doing it.
You know what?
And that's not just with a sports team.
Exactly.
That's like if you're
with anything
at your workplace.
Exactly.
You're part of the team, and if you're not doing the job, but they love you as a person, you might get a little extra slack.
Exactly.
But if you're not doing the job and you're goofing up in a lot of areas, they're like, this guy's not worth the time.
Exactly.
Let's just move on. We'll get somebody else in here.
No,
it's a lot easier to move on from that type of person.
So Lorenzo had a point.
Yeah.
In regards to now,
but let's be honest, they're not the 32nd best offense. Okay, they are maybe by yards, but they are performing a little better than that. To be fair, I'm not saying they're a top 10 offense. Red zone, they're the best in the red zone. That counts for something. That moves you up from dead last.
Willie, they had a game a few weeks ago where a receiver didn't catch a pass.
That's right, with Malik Willis playing quarterback. They almost won the game.
Willie.
They are not 30 seconds.
Willie, when you're in the red zone 15 times and everybody else has been in the red zone 30 times, 25 times, 40 times, and you've only been in there 15 times, let's just say 15 times, and you score 13 out of 15, that's great. But you need to get in the red zone more.
No question. But they're not 32nd.
They're
not 32nd. Derrick Henry is back there, okay?
Willie,
they run the ball really well. They're not 32nd.
Beside last night's game, which
was great.
Downing coach, that might have, again, that
was their best offensive performance that they've had all year.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But as a whole, this offense is one of the bottom half, is in the bottom half.
Okay, bottom half, I'm completely in agreement. Not 32nd, though. That's thrown out there, 32nd, because in yards.
Because of the consistency.
They're not the worst offense in the league. You can't be 7-3 and have the worst offense in the league.
That's because their defense is damn good. Their defense is only giving up, 16 points a game, I think, somewhere around there? 16, 17 points a game. When you have a really good defense, then your offense, if your offense is inept, you're still going to win a lot of games.
I know. I'm just saying, let's be fair and not say 32nd. You can look at any analytics site; they're not 32nd.
Well, okay.
In efficiency,
they're 29th.
A little higher than that. Maybe bottom 10, but they're not last.
You know what I'm going to say, Willie?
What?
I love you. I do.
Okay, you ask every defensive coordinator
You're
who's
one of
the
my
worst
favorite,
offense
you are
in the
one of
league.
my favorite people in the world. I just want you to know.
Who's the worst offense in the league?
I don't know.
According to this ranking, the Tennessee Titans.
The Tennessee Titans.
The 7-3 Tennessee Titans?
I know.
Hey,
you think there's defensive coordinators that would say, if you could face any offense in the league, who's the worst offense? Who do you want to face? You think with Derrick Henry back there, they're going to choose the Titans? No. The analytics say otherwise, too. I could go into that. I don't want to bore people.
I understand.
They're not last.
I understand.
Okay? Don't look at the yards. We're past that. Okay? That's like saying in baseball, we only look at the batting average. I think we've learned in baseball there's way more to it than your batting average. So let's have a little bit of layered thinking when you say, oh, let's only look at the yards when we say who's the worst offense. They're not the worst offense in the league. They certainly aren't after last night.
They are.
They're maybe bottom 10.
Look,
That's fair.
I have a joke I'm going to make, but I'm just going to go to break instead because that's probably the best idea for me. 615-737-1025 at 11. We'll